What's up, everybody? It's the Grand Line Gazette, where we talk about One Piece damn near every damn day. And today, we're talking about chapter 1147, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Basically, the God's Knights are here, and they gave us an ultimatum. We got 10
Yes.
children that we are ready to off. All right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to pick them off one by one. All right? Unless you guys, number one, be our slaves or war slaves. You can go home.
Yeah.
But if we have wars, you got to fight. We're always at war. So just take that into account. Oh, and two, you got to burn everything here. All your libraries, your Library of Alexandria, all your stuff you got. You know what I mean? And he said, well, besides asking everybody, I'm going to ask Jarul. You're the oldest one here. I know you by
Yep.
name. I know that probably caught you off guard. But answer. What's your answer? What do you want to do? You want to kill these kids? Or you guys want to, what do you want to do? And that's where we're at now. So we're going to talk about it.
Yep.
That's Kev. I'm Corey. We talk about One Piece a lot. And we're going to get to talking. What do you guys think at home Jarl's going to say? Do you think he's going to say, hey, let's get rid of the kids? Or do you think he's going to say, hey, let's protect the history? You guys let us know in the comments
Let's
below.
get rid of these kids. Oh, it's awesome. All right, so let's highlight exactly what Summers kind of said. So now Summers is making his demands over this intercom. So it's not just like a phone call to Jarl, by the way. Like I want everyone on the island is hearing this. Hey, so Jarl, are you gonna bend the knee and like let us destroy your schools, the libraries, your stupid fucking history? Or do I have to send your great granddaughter's head to you? Which is it? Which actually caught me by surprise, like you said. How does he know specifically Jarl? Or kind of how does he know that he's the new head of command now that everyone else is gone?
I think he went
I
with the
am
oldest.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because in my head I'm thinking Haradine at this point. Like, why isn't Haradin being? But
Oh,
either
yeah, I
way,
think it's because he's the oldest living one, and outside
mhm.
Harold, it's the elder. He's going with the elder in the
Wow,
village.
damn. Does that mean that Harold was older than this guy?
No, I think it's
Probably.
king, but when the king's gone, you go to the elder,
Ah, gotcha,
and
gotcha.
after the elder's gone, it's just like, all right, man, who's the strongest one here? I'm just gonna beat you up.
So, do I think that he's going to give in? I do not. Now you have a new generation of warrior pirates being made here to be peaceful people, to be peaceful giants. That doesn't go for the parents and grandparents of these children. You have Scopper, some of the most fiercest giants on the island. I'm lagging a little bit, so I apologize.
You're good.
Um, and so these people are not going to take this laying down.
Yeah, these people are definitely. You bring an interesting idea that some of these giants have an age discrepancy. The book learning and the no fighting started about 60 years ago. They really doubled down on it 6 years ago. You know what I mean? So for giants, that's one generation. Maybe they're still alive. You know what I mean? Like nobody's died in that time. That's like that is a very short amount of time for a giant.
Yeah,
So some of these people could still be alive and they might be like, all right, cool, that's how we're living now, but I'm not for it. You know what I mean? At the first chance of going back, I'd rather go back. It's only these children that are really like ingrained in this new culture that they have. But you could have a lot of animosity for Jarl for not keeping the old ways. And if Jarl
yeah.
chooses to save the kids, you could have extreme amounts of animosity for destroying the old ways. That's a very interesting situation he's in.
It is. And I don't know why the sudden urge to come here. Maybe it was Egghead. Maybe they finally learned that O'Hara has survived here. O'Hara's knowledge is here, and that's why we're here to begin with.
I'm a big
But
proponent of. Oh, finish your statement.
Oh, it's simply like I just don't think the Giants here, like we have Dory and Broggy, who every time that they show up are offering some Conquerors hockey. I just don't think that they're the types to sit by and let these kids be taken or killed.
No.
So we're about to have a major fight.
And maybe they don't think the new Giant Warrior Pirates are there. Maybe that's just not on their radar. But
Ooh.
as far as the why now with the Giants, they're losing two huge battles in the scope of all their people. The war on Egghead was broadcasted in Agorose lost, as well as their mega um I forgot what the bombing is called. Buster call. They had a mega buster call.
Lucia?
No, not Lucia, just the mega. They sent a bunch of warships.
Oh,
They were gonna
oh, gotcha,
take.
gotcha. Yeah.
They lost that battle. They
Yeah,
also lost the battle at home, where
yeah.
your admirals were, and your holy knights, not the gods' knights, but the admirals and the holy knights during the UN meeting. You know what I mean? So it's like they're like, all right, so every form of defense we have right now ain't enough. We gotta up it right now. And we know the Giant. We thought we had more time. We don't have more time. Go get the Giants.
Now, I do want to play devil's advocate for you because I can think of a reason Yarrow would agree to keep the kids alive. Somebody on Elbath has to be our traitor. Somebody that isn't Harold, mind you, because I think Harold did a good thing with his dying breath. I don't know if that's to free Elbath in some way, but he was supposed to be making warriors for the government, and he started making, you know, academists. I think Jarl might be that person who was kind of like, no, like we need to go back to our warrior ways. We need to stop with all this flowery bullshit. It's like
I
this is his chance
100%.
to
I think
jump into
so. I
that.
think he's gonna do the cold-blooded move and be like, I am an honorable person. I am not going to dishonor our late and great king by just shitting
Mm,
over his last wish. I'm an elder of this island.
yeah.
Like, you guys all look up to me. But if you were gonna ask me, fuck them kids. But if you were gonna ask me, it's fuck them kids. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather keep our thousands of years of history than 10 kids. Take your
And,
chance with the
and
rest.
what? And so I guess my question is, what if Jarl's like, no, I think we need to go back to our warrior ways. They're about to kill my great granddaughter. Why would I let them kill my great granddaughter? I'm just gonna go ahead and be their warriors. That's fine. I'm cool with that. And I don't think that's gonna fly with the rest of them. I think you're gonna have an uprising here on Elbath.
Yeah, because, I mean, imagine somebody just like Scopper. It's like, whoa, 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 one of those kids is my kid. You know what I mean?
But you guys tell us, what do you kind of foresee is going to happen in the next few chapters here on Elbath? Because we got a couple wild cards that are still in play. I mean, at the very end of the chapter, you have a dynamic team up here of Scopper and Robin who aren't waiting for Jarl's response. They're about to go save these kids right now, right here. And so, are do we need a response? Does Luffy show up? These are all questions we'll find out here in a couple days. But I want to hear from you guys. Kind of, what are you feeling here?
Yeah. You guys let us know what you guys think Jarl's decision is going to be and why, and we will be back with the next theory video on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.